Hey guys, so I just wanted to start this video off by thanking all of you guys that have put questions on my page or written a question in my personal email. I really appreciate that because it really focuses me on what is interesting to you so that I can make videos out of them. So what I'm going to start doing is doing a segment called Hair Talk where I will take some of the questions that you ask me and answer them in a video. And the reason why I'm picking these questions is because I really think that they will be beneficial to a lot of people. So the first question that I'm going to address, it comes from Survivor28. So hi Survivor28, and she's basically saying that she's so happy that I put my hair regimen video up. It helps her a lot, and I'm so happy to hear that. And her question is, can she do that regimen throughout all the seasons of the year? Because I use a lot of glycerin, she wanted to know, can she use it in wintertime when there's like harsh winters? She's from Chicago, so harsh winters. And I thought that was a really interesting question. So I guess to begin to answer that question, I kind of have to tell you what glycerin is. So glycerin is a humectant, which basically means that it will draw moisture from the environment. And if you're in a desert climate, or if it's wintertime and you're in Chicago or Detroit or one of those northern cities where there's not a lot of moisture in the air, it may actually draw moisture from your hair. That's the problem some people say when using glycerin in the winter, is that it may draw moisture from your hair because it's a humectant. So I kind of liken glycerin to a dried sponge that you would use like in your kitchen or something. So if I took glycerin, poured it in my hand and wiped it on my hair, it would act just like this dried sponge. If I had water on my countertop and I wanted to wipe up the water is immediately going to be absorbed into this dried sponge. That's basically how glycerin in its pure form acts. It will draw moisture into it. However, 9 times out of 10, when we use glycerin, we are diluting it in some type of water, some dilution of water. I use either 70%, 60% water. Some people use 50% water, 50% glycerin. It's really just up to you and what works for your hair. And when you do that, it goes from acting like a dried sponge to acting like a sponge that is soaking wet in water. So if you soak this sponge in water and then you try to wash or wipe up your kitchen countertop that has water on it, it's not going to wipe that water up because it's fully saturated already. And that's basically how glycerin acts in water. So when you put glycerin in water, the molecules of the glycerin becomes fully saturated, so that when you put it on your hair, it's not really caring about the moisture in your hair or the atmosphere because it's already fully saturated. So with that being said, glycerin diluted in water is very beneficial to use in any climate or in any season. You can use this in winter as long as you're properly diluting it in water. So hopefully that was helpful. But like I say with a lot of the videos that I make, either if it's on henna or bentonite clay or glycerin, you should really look it up for yourself just so that you feel comfortable with seeing it with your own eyes, because ultimately it is your hair and you have to do what works and makes you feel comfortable. So hopefully this was helpful, and I'll come back with another hair talk video soon. All right, speak to you guys soon. Bye.